Hey guys, how you doing? This is Benjamin with Benjamin's Exotics, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about the aging of humans versus reptiles. And I have my oldest snake, Zucchini, here for this video, for obvious reasons. He's about 6 years old right now, and I was recently at his school, not really presenting, but I had a little board there, and we were talking about ball python intelligence, as you guys have already seen. I did do a video on that, but lots of people come up to me and ask me, you know, how old is he? And when I told them 6 years old, they went, holy crap, isn't that really old for a snake? And, you know, for some species of snakes it might be, but I wouldn't say so for ball pythons. It's a good age. It's nothing, you know, it's definitely not a young snake, as you can see by his size and just by the size of his head. But, you know, I even had some people come up to me and say something like, I thought ball pythons only lived like 6 years, and then they started to get frail and stuff. So I thought I'd clear some of those things up. But if any of you guys are new, if you know, were at the, I guess, it was basically a science fair at this school, and you're just, you know, joining the channel, you know, seeing some of the content that's going to be uploaded today, I'll say to all you guys out there, new subscribers, or just likers of the content in general, you know, welcome to the channel, basically. But here's what we'll get into in this video. So ball pythons, we're going to use ball pythons in this instance, because I don't want to have to keep saying reptiles. Ball pythons and reptiles are going to age much more different than humans. How do humans age? When we look at a 60-year-old man or an 80-year-old woman, I'm not saying that, you know, women necessarily always live longer than men, I'm just saying. When we look at older human beings, what do we expect from them? What is the truth? That they can't accomplish acrobatic tasks or simple, you know, just things with their body that they're able to do when they're young, because they're getting frail and they're becoming weaker, and that's just part of aging for humans. And you know, while it's not something that's good, it's very obvious. An 80-year-old man is not going to be able to win in a fight against a decent, you know, not a really weak guy, but a decently built 20-year-old man. The 20-year-old man is going to have more muscle mass, and his bones are going to be stronger and everything. He's going to completely crush the 80-year-old man, even a 60-year-old man. Because as humans age, they get worse, or they get weaker. It's not the case in, I don't really know any case that this is not true. It's not the case in reptiles. When we look at crocodilians, or something like that, crocodilians, snakes, turtles and stuff like that, these animals don't really get frail. These animals get frail and will die if they stop eating for a very long time. So as long as your ball python is eating decently, you know, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Now, of course, ball pythons do skip a lot, but that's a little bit different, because I think one of the things with humans is humans are burning through energy so much, whereas, you know, snakes, reptiles in general, are more or less just sitting in one spot. I mean, they do move, of course, and things like that, but more or less they're sitting in one spot, and they're conserving energy. And I mean, humans just need so much energy to run at full function. But like this ball python right here. Also, to disease, humans, as they, you know, get older, their immune system isn't as good. This snake right here, under good conditions, now you can take an adult snake that's under bad conditions and compare it to a baby, and it wouldn't be a fair comparison, but with this snake right here, if we compared it to a baby, their immune systems are going to be exactly the same. Ball pythons don't really age in terms of how we would think with humans, where, you know, they get older, they get frail, they get not as strong, not as smart as they were. Ball pythons will be able to perform their functions, normal functions, eating, moving around, being decently strong. I hope the camera just didn't go out of focus. Looks like it did. Let's see if we can get it to refocus. Ball pythons don't age. Reptiles don't age like humans do, basically. A ball python that is, you know, of decent age, like this guy right here, is going to be no more susceptible to disease than a ball python that's, you know, let's say 6 months old. Or a 60-year-old ball python compared to a, you know, 5-year-old ball python. No more susceptible to disease, no more anything. It's not like humans where they age and they become worse. They can do and function perfect unless they have a disease. And most of the time with snakes, or any reptile in general, one or two things will happen. One, they'll get to an age where their body just, it's not worn out like humans, but they just stop eating and they just stop thriving. And because they don't have that nutrients going into them, of course they're going to become more frail and they die. But it's not really aging. It's hard to explain. I keep saying because I'm trying to process and trying to get this to you guys. So let's say this is a grandma snake. A grandma snake can still kick the butt or beat in whatever categories, feeding, strength, movement, as a baby snake. Can do the exact same. They don't age. The reason or way they die is either A, they just deteriorate. One day you come in and something went wrong with one of their organs or something, or, you know, they ate something wrong, and unfortunately they pass. Or they get a disease that's, you know, really bad or something like that. It's not that they're more susceptible to disease, but the chances are, the older you get, the more these snakes are going to be exposed to diseases and stuff like that, the higher chance they get it. So that's just how it works. So, when people look at snakes, I want you guys to more or less think that, just for your guys' mindset, many people don't know this, reptiles in general don't age. I hope that the information I shared with you guys today was beneficial and that you know, got the point across, even though it's a kind of a complicated subject, so I hope that my speaking and my way of communicating to you guys wasn't too broad, but plain and simple at the end, if we want to summarize this into just a few ideas or sentences, snakes, lizards, tortoises, crocodilians, any reptile that I know of do not age the way humans do. They do not deteriorate like humans or fish when they get older. Ooh, he wanted to bop the camera. They just simply, one of two things happens. They don't eat enough and they get sick, or they've just been around so long, they get exposed to something bad and they die. Snakes really don't age. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did like the video, of course, you know, like the video. And if you like the channel, subscribe. Again, if you're a new viewer here, again, welcome to the channel. And please leave it down in the comment section below if you are new. If you don't want to because of, you know, personal reasons, safety, that's fine. I don't care. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.